There's a way that you can get water in the Nether? I'm not joking. You see, when I was speedrunning the game recently, I realized something weird. Piglins trade water bottles. Now, I'm not really sure how they get these because, well, there's no water in the Nether, but that made me realize something even weirder. Fire resistance needs water to brew, which piglins trade as well. How do piglins get an infinite amount of this stuff? Do they have some secret way to get water? Anyways, a fact you probably didn't know is, you can get a water bucket in the Nether in Minecraft? I'm serious! In last week's short, I talked about how piglins are able to somehow get fire-resistant potions and water bottles. However, what I find funny is that you can get iron blocks, ingots, and nuggets from structures. Do you see where this is going? If you craft a cauldron, an empty bucket, and if you get enough water bottles, you can fill up the cauldron and then pick up the water from it with the bucket and get a water bucket in the Nether. Oh shoot. The unluckiest seed in Minecraft was just found. Now you might be thinking that a seed can't be unlucky. This seed has tons of structures around spawn, and especially villages, with 4 villages around spawn. Well, the reason it's so unlucky is gravel. Found by Master Wyatt, this seed requires you to mine 352 gravel to get 1 flint. That's a 1 in 13 quadrillion chance. That means you are roughly 13,000 times likelier to find a 12-eye portal, which has never been found without running code. The most found by chance was only 9 eyes. Let me know in the comments the rarest thing you've ever found and subscribe so I can reach 3K by 2026. You are using potions wrong in Minecraft, and here's why. There are a few potions in Minecraft that do similar things, such as the potion of poison and the potion of harming. However, there are 2 potions that are very similar and most people have no clue how they are different. The potion of regeneration and the potion of healing. Both are similar, and if you mix them up, you can easily die, because one instantly gives you health, and the other gives you health over a longer period of time, but gives you more hearts. This is very important since if you drink regen instead of healing when you are low, you will most likely die. Drinking regen is better at the start of a fight. Let me know down below your favorite potion and subscribe so I can reach 3K by 2026. Why can you break this block in Minecraft? There are a lot of bugs the community has found that let you break blocks like Bedrock or even get blocks like barriers or structure blocks. But I think I found the weirdest block you could break in creative mode? Okay, I'll just show you. Yep, that's right. Why can you break the end portal? Oh, what's that? But not the Nether portal? Because the whole thing breaks? So why not the end portal? There are 3 blocks in Bedrock Edition that aren't in Java Edition? I'm serious. And no, it's not colored water, because these items are only accessible through commands. And I'm talking about the allow, deny, and border blocks. And what these blocks do is really special. The allow block lets you place blocks straight on top of it in adventure mode. The deny block makes it so you can't break blocks over it in any mode. And the border block makes it so whenever you place it at that spot, there's a border from the top of the world to the bottom of the world in that location. Mojang, why don't we have this in Java? This would be so useful for map making. Why does Minecraft Bedrock almost always seem to have it better? Now, the usual player probably thinks that Java has more features like the F3 menu, better redstone, and the PvP system that actually requires skill. But not only does Bedrock have colored water, but 3 blocks that Java doesn't have, and tipped arrows being easier to get. They can also change how many people have to go to sleep to pass the night, further render distance, easier bridging, and even shorter commands. They could literally just do the first letter of the game mode to change it to that. Why don't we have these features in Java, Mojang? We had to pay more, after all. What are the biggest and smallest structures in Minecraft? Well, the smallest is pretty obvious. The buried treasure, which is 0.875 by 0.875 blocks. Not even a full block. Honestly, I don't know why it's considered a structure. However, finding the biggest structure is a bit trickier. The tallest structure is the end city by far, being on average 80 blocks tall, with some reaching over 100 blocks. This is quite a bit higher up than the second tallest contender, being the Bastion Remnant at 70 blocks, followed by the Woodland Mansion at 35 blocks. The biggest lengthwise, however, is, of course, the Ancient City, with some spanning up to 300 blocks long. Let me know down below what your favorite structure is, and subscribe so I can reach 2,400 subs before 2026.